Alright, so I have been endeavoring to um, leave politics off of this channel entirely because I am very much of the correct opinion that for whatever reason nowadays it is impossible to have a rational discussion about politics. Um, Politics or religion with strangers, at least. Somebody commented about the flag, my back wall there. It's pretty easy to want to root for the little guy, especially when they are weathering a really brutal and awful genocidal invasion. Genocide, as in Vladimir Putin wants to exterminate Ukrainians, and that's why he has mobile crematoriums in Ukraine and why he's killing as many of them as possible. The thing that put me over the edge and finally made me break my silence and take the risk of introducing politics to this channel this one time, and only this one time, was the Trump and Vance's lunatic performance today in Washington, treating Zelensky like a child. What? What the hell were they thinking? What kind of rotten, vapid pieces of garbage are running our country? They're trying to bully and strong arm somebody who's the modern day Winston Churchill, except has a much more sterling personal character who has not spent decades being involved in underhanded shenanigans. So, I love Churchill. He was a fantastic orator. He was kind of a piece of crap. He was our piece of crap, and he was the right guy for the right job when we needed him. Zelensky is objectively a better human being than Churchill ever was. Sir Winston is often remarked as having said unkind things about using gas on people, and how can I put this? Making remarks that seemed like he wanted to view Indians as a lesser people. While not expressly being racist, he was kind of leaning in that direction. Not nearly as bad as Hitler. But I digress. The point being, we have a guy who's like better than a Churchill, a modern day version of him, in office fighting a war for his survival, who has personally exposed himself to danger from missile attack and multiple assassination attempts. He was treated like a piece of crap today in Washington. I couldn't freaking believe it. The press left the room. The ambassador was holding her head in her hands. Like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. I knew it was gonna happen. Really. Like, you can't have peace with Russia. You can't appease them. Ever. We already learned the lesson. It seems like Republicans want to continue dragging us down that road for no reason. Awful leadership. On top of all of that, those are already things that had like made me want to boil over a little bit. The specific bullet point that finally inspired me to say something on this channel is that there have been a lot of Americans dying in Ukraine. A lot. Hundreds. It is not often publicized in Western media, but it should be. There are a lot of ordinary Americans serving in the Ukrainian military. They've gone over there, they've volunteered, they've sworn in, they're training troops, they're fighting on the front, they're dying, everything. Americans are dying in Ukraine, and more of them will die because of what Donald fucking Trump did today in Washington. So if you're an American and you're watching this and you're in Ukraine, you need to be incensed about what is going on. You need to talk to your people back home, and they need to hear your voice and tell them this shit is not okay. And if you're an American living in America and you vote Republican, Fuck you. Fuck you.